students, this is Mrs. Shaima Gharib and today's lesson about range and mean. In the previous videos, we talked about mode and median, and in today's video, we are going to talk about mean and range. Let's revise some rules before you watch any video. You have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own. Then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. The mean. The mean is the total number or the total amount divided by the number of items or the number of values. It may not be equal to any of the values in the data set. It may also not always be a whole number, so it could be a decimal number. We can use the mean to calculate the average mark of a class for any subject. How do we calculate the mean? The sum of all the values or the sum of all the numbers divided by or over the number of values. We'll see by example. The table below shows the number of marks scored by 4 pupils in Min's class. As you can see here, Min got 95, Ted got 82, 87, 91, and so on. So these are the marks. Let's see the question. What is the mean number of marks scored by the 4 pupils? As we said, how do we calculate the mean? We add all the values. Then we divide them by the number of values. So the sum of all values means I'm going to add the 95, 82, 87 and 91. Then I will divide by the number of values. The number of values means how many numbers do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will divide by 4. Let's see. 95 plus 82 plus 87 plus 91 divided by 4 or over 4, which is 355 divided by 4. 355 divided by 4 equals 88.75. As we said, the mean could be whole number or a decimal number. What about the median value? Do you remember the median? We said the median is the number exactly in the middle. But before you start to find it, you have to arrange all the values from the smallest to the greatest. So we are going to arrange the values 82, 87, 91, then 95. Then we are going to cross, as we said before, the smallest value with the greatest value. Then I have two values in the middle, 87 and 91. If I have two values in the middle, I add them together. So 87 plus 91 equals 178. Then I will divide the 178 by 2. So the answer will be 89. Now, let's see how we can calculate the mean using frequency table. The frequency table below shows the height of some girls. What is the mean height of the girls? As we can see here, we have the height in centimeters, 120, 125 centimeter, 130 centimeter, and 135 centimeters. And here the frequency, and we said before, the frequency means how many times each value is repeated. Now, after you look at this table, can you tell me how many girls are there? What do you think? This means one girl. This means two girls. This means one girl and this means one girl. So the total number of girls here is number 5. So there are 5 girls, right? Which means there will be 5 values. So if I want to write the data in this table, it will be 120 only once. And how many 125? 2. So I will write the 125 twice because there are 2 girls, 125 centimeter. What about the 130? Only once. And the 135 also one time. So now I have 5 values for 5 girls. In order to calculate the mean, we said the sum of all the values, which means the total of all the values, or we are going to add all the values, then divided by the number of values. Let's add 120 plus 125 plus 125 one more time because it's repeated twice, plus 130 plus 135. Then we are going to divide the answer by the number of values, which is 5 values. So at the end, I will get 635 divided by 5, which is 127 centimeter. So the mean value will be 127. What about the model height here? Do you remember the model? It's same as mode, which means the most repeated value. So which of these numbers or which of these heights is most repeated? 125 is repeated 2 times. So the model height will be the 125 centimeter. What about the median value? The median, we said the number exactly in the middle after we arrange all the values from the smallest to the biggest. We already arranged the values here. So we are going to cross the smallest with the biggest, the smallest with the biggest. Then we will have a number exactly in the middle, which is 125 centimeter as well. Is this clear now? Now let's talk about the range. What is the range? The range is the difference between the greatest value and the smallest value in the set of data. It shows us how the data in the set is spread out. How do we calculate the range? The biggest value minus the smallest value. It's very easy to calculate the range. Now let's see example. We have here different lengths, as you can see, all of them in meters. In order to calculate the range, I will identify the biggest value, which is 82 meters. And the smallest value here is 14. So the range will be 82 minus 14, which is 68. So the range of this set of data will be 68 meters. The table below shows the number of marks scored by 4 pupils in men's class. So we have here the marks of the 4 pupils. How to calculate the range? The biggest value. Which one is the biggest value? The 95. And which one is the smallest value? Is the 82. So the range will be 95 minus 82, which is 13. Let's sum up all what we learned about average, starting from the mode. The mode is the most repeated number or the most repeated action or event. The range, the biggest value minus the smallest value. The median, the number exactly in the middle. Arrange numbers from smallest to biggest first. If there are two values in the middle, add them, then divide by 2. Mean the sum of all values over or divided by the number of values. Is this clear? Are you ready for the questions? Let's start. The data below shows the scores of 10 students in an English test. As you can see, there are 10 scores for 10 students. What is the model score? What is the median score? What is the mean score? And calculate the range. Let's start question by question. The model means the most repeated value. So which number here is most repeated? As you can see, the 8 is repeated twice and the 10 is repeated twice. So it will be 8 and 10. It will be a bimodal. Okay, do you remember bimodal? Now, what about the median? The median, we said, the number exactly in the middle. But first, we have to arrange all the data from smallest to the biggest. Then we start to cross the smallest value with the biggest value and keep crossing until you reach the number exactly in the middle. We will find that we have two numbers in the middle. What we should do then, I will add both numbers, 8 plus 7, 15. Then I will divide by 2. 15 divided by 2 equals 7.5. So the median score is 7.5. What about the mean score? The mean score, we will add all these numbers together. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 8, 19. 19 plus 9, 28. 28 plus 8, 36. 36 plus 5, 41. 41 plus 7, 48. 48 plus 20, 68. So the sum of all these values is 68. Then I will divide by the number of values. How many numbers are there? There are 10 numbers. So I will divide the 68 by 10. So the answer will be 6.8. So the mean score will be 6.8. Now we are going to calculate the range. We said the range equals the biggest value minus the smallest value. Is this clear? What is the biggest value? The biggest value is 10. What is the smallest value? The smallest value is 2. So the range here will be 10 minus 2, which is 8. This is the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment and I will answer you as soon as possible. See you next video, and please remember that your feedback is highly appreciated. Thank you very much and see you soon.